Hey sis, let me tell you about the moment everything shifted for me. It was a random Tuesday evening. My phone rang, again. This time, it was my cousin asking for just $1,800 to cover rent because things are tight right now. Before that, it was my brother needing help with his car payment, my mom asking for money for a family emergency, and my aunt wanting help with her credit card debt. Each time I heard the same words. "You're doing so well. You can afford it. We're family." I wired the money, like I always did. But that night I sat down, opened my budget, and ran the numbers. In the last 3 years alone, I had quietly given out over $27,000 in family loans that were never repaid. That wasn't just money. It was my future house down payment, my retirement contributions, and my emergency fund quietly disappearing. The worst part? I felt guilty saying no. I felt selfish. I felt like a bad daughter, sister, and cousin. But here's what changed everything. The day I quietly quit the family loan game, the day I stopped being everyone's ATM, my net worth started climbing, my boundaries got stronger, and strangely, my relationships actually improved. Today, I'm sharing the honest math no one talks about, the heavy psychology that makes this trap so sticky for women, and the exact way I and many other women finally broke free without burning bridges. If you're the successful one in your family who everyone turns to for money, this video is for you. My name is Barbie, and I spend way too much time thinking about the invisible financial leaks that keep amazing women from building real wealth, especially the emotional and family ones that feel impossible to say no to. If you're a woman who's been quietly lending money to family members and watching it never come back, or if you feel guilty every time you try to protect your own finances, hit that subscribe button right now. And if this video gives you permission to finally set boundaries, give it a thumbs up. We're diving deep with honesty, love, and practical tools. No shame, just real talk. Look, here's the thing. Family and culture have sold us this powerful story. Blood is thicker than water. You help family no matter what. You're doing well, you can afford to help. Saying no is framed as selfish, cold, or acting better than everyone else. Especially as women, we're often raised to be the nurturers, the caretakers, the ones who keep the family together. Refusing alone feels like refusing love. So we lend, we co-sign, we help just this once, and we tell ourselves it's temporary. But the 2026 math is brutal. I looked at LendingTree family finance reports, consumer debt studies, and real stories from thousands of women. The average family banker, usually a woman in her 30s or 40s who's doing relatively well, ends up giving away $18,000 to $45,000 plus over a 5 to 10 year period in loans that are rarely repaid. That's not small money. That's life-changing money. Here's what most people don't realize. These loans aren't really loans. They're gifts with strings attached. Strings of guilt, resentment, and damaged relationships. And every dollar you give away is a dollar that stops compounding for your own future. Quitting this game quietly doesn't make you selfish. It makes you responsible for your own life. Let's talk about why this trap is so incredibly sticky, especially for women. It starts with deep-rooted guilt and people-pleasing. Many of us were taught that love equals financial help. Saying no feels like abandoning family. For first-generation or immigrant families, there's often added cultural pressure. You made it, so now you owe it to everyone else. Social comparison makes it worse. You see cousins posting new cars or vacations while quietly knowing you helped fund them. The fear of being labeled stingy or changed keeps the money flowing. Then there's the emotional blackmail cycle. Requests start small. When you say yes once, the bar moves. Suddenly, it's expected. If you say no, you get the guilt trip. after everything we've done for you, or family helps family. This emotional manipulation is exhausting and expensive. When I finally quit, I realized I had been buying love and approval with money. The moment I stopped, I started building real self-worth and healthier boundaries. And surprisingly, the relationships that mattered most actually got stronger. Let's walk through the real levels so you can see exactly where you are right now. Level 1, the occasional helper. $2,000 to $8,000 total given. You help with small emergencies here and there. You tell yourself it's fine. You're still building wealth, but those small amounts are quietly slowing your progress. Over time, the resentment builds, even if you don't admit it. Level 2, the family ATM. $8,000 to $25,000 total. You've become the go-to person. Requests come monthly. You lend for cars, rent, medical bills, business ideas. This is where many successful women in their 30s live. Your net worth looks okay on paper, but you feel the drag. You delay your own goals, buying a home, traveling, investing more aggressively, because money keeps flowing out. Level 3, the silent bankrupt. $25,000 to $60,000 plus total. You've been lending for years. Some family members now expect it. Your own savings and retirement are suffering. You feel trapped between love and financial survival. Real story. My friend Lisa, 37, $98,000 salary. Over 6 years, she gave more than $41,000 to various family members. When she finally stopped, 3 relationships got tense for a few months, but her net worth jumped $28,000 in the first year alone from redirected money. 2 years later, most family members respected her new boundaries, and the ones who didn't were revealing their true character. Let's run the real 2026 numbers. A woman quietly giving $500 to $1,200 per month in family loans is losing $6,000 to $14,400 per year. Over 10 years, that's $60,000 to $144,000 in direct money gone. Add opportunity cost at a conservative 7% return, that same money invested could have grown to $85,000 to $210,000 plus in a decade. That's the price of being the family ATM, a house fund, retirement boost, or complete debt freedom quietly transferred to others who may never repay it. The emotional cost is even higher: stress, resentment, and delayed life goals that compound into regret. This is where it gets really powerful. When you quietly quit the game, 3 things happen. Your money starts staying with you and compounding. Your boundaries get stronger, which improves every relationship in your life. You model healthy financial behavior for the next generation instead of enabling unhealthy patterns. The relationships that survive are the real ones, the ones built on mutual respect instead of financial dependence. Many women report feeling lighter, sleeping better, and finally moving forward on their own dreams. Now, you might be thinking, but Barbie, they're family. I can't just say no. Or what if they really need help? Or they'll be mad at me and call me selfish. These feelings are valid. Family is important. The key is moving from unlimited, unhealthy giving to intentional, sustainable support with clear boundaries. You can still help, just not at the expense of your own stability. Real emergencies can be handled with a structured plan, one-time help with a repayment agreement or direct payment to providers. And yes, some people will be upset at first. That discomfort is the price of freedom. The ones who truly love you will adjust. A woman who quietly quits the family loan game in her 30s can easily add $150,000 to $400,000 plus to her net worth by her 50s simply by keeping and investing her own money. More importantly, she builds a life of real financial peace and teaches her family, especially younger generations, that love doesn't require financial self-sacrifice. So how do you actually quit the game without destroying your family ties? Here's your exact step-by-step plan. Do a full family loan audit. List every dollar you've given in the last 5 years and the current status. Seeing the total is powerful. Decide your new policy in advance. Example, I no longer give loans. I can offer advice, emotional support, or one-time structured help in true emergencies. Have the calm conversation once. Prepare a kind but firm script. I love you, but I can't continue being the family bank. Here's what I can do instead. Create a family support fund. Set aside a small amount each month, $100 to $300 you're willing to give as true gifts, not loans. Once it's gone, it's gone. Learn to say no with love. Practice phrases like, I wish I could, but I'm focusing on my own financial stability right now. Redirect requests to solutions. Help them make a budget, find resources, or create a repayment plan instead of writing a check. Protect your own future first. Automate your savings and investments so the money isn't available to lend. Communicate your wins. Share your financial goals openly so family sees you're building something, not hoarding. Prepare for pushback. Some relationships will be tested. The ones worth keeping will survive. Celebrate your progress every quarter. Track your net worth growth and enjoy the peace that comes with strong boundaries. Here's the truth that changed my life. Quitting the family loan game doesn't make you selfish. It makes you responsible, clear-headed, and truly generous in sustainable ways. When you stop being the ATM, you start being the example. Your net worth grows, your peace returns, and the relationships that matter become healthier because they're built on respect instead of financial dependence. You deserve to build your own secure future. You deserve loving family relationships without financial resentment. And you are more than capable of making this quiet but powerful change. If this video made you feel seen and gave you courage to set new boundaries, drop your biggest family money struggle in the comments. I read every single one. Share this with a woman who's carrying the weight of being the family bank. You've got this, Queen. Your future self is already thanking you. I'll see you in the next one. Love you.